Hi, we're back again. My name is Lonnie, and today we're going to discuss another chemistry concept, and that particular concept is known as solution concentration. Again, let me write this down, solution concentration. Now note that there are several ways in which we can measure the concentration of the solution, the solute, the solvent of the solution, but the two methods that we're going to use today is, the first one is called percent by mass, and the second one is percent by volume. Percent by volume. These are the two methods that we're going to proceed with. So let's go ahead and let's look at our first problem that we want to work with. And this problem states and reads, an aquarium must contain 3.6 grams of sodium chloride per 100 grams of water. What is the percent by mass of the sodium chloride in solution? Okay? So let's go ahead and let's go back to our working surface here in terms of our smart board. Let's work on that. Okay? Well, note that the first thing that we want to identify is we want to identify what are we looking for. So in this case, we are looking for the percent by mass of the sodium chloride. And note also that this is our solute. They've given us 3.6 grams of sodium chloride. Again, this is our solute. And that was added to 100 grams of H2O. And note that that H2O, in fact, is our solvent. Hence, we have, as you know, we've got an aqueous solution there. And note that in this particular mass by percent by mass, let's identify this. Percent by mass is expressed as the mass of solute divided by the mass of the solution. I'm going to abbreviate this SOL times 100, which in fact will give us a percent. Now note, let's extend that so we can get a little more working surface. Okay, now note on this. Mass of solute, we were given that. We also need to calculate the mass of the solution. And remember, the mass of solution is both the mass of the solute plus the mass of the solvent. Well, let's see what we have here. And let's pick up that data that we need in this particular calculation, percent by mass. So mass of solution, in fact, equals the solute, which was 3.6 grams of NaCl, plus the water, which was 100.0 grams of H2O, which then gives us mass of solution of 103.6 grams for the mass of the solution. I'll put mass SOL period abbreviation for solution. Let's extend that. Let's go ahead and scroll that up and extend that so we have some more working. We are now in a position where we can input the data, calculate it, and we'll resolve and find the volume. So this is a volume by mass. Let's rewrite the expression of volume by mass, which is the mass of the solute divided by the mass of solution, SOL solution, times 100 to give us our percent. Let's go ahead and plug the data in that has been given to us, and the mass of the solute was in fact 3.6 grams NaCl. We calculated the mass of solution at 103.6 grams of solution times 100%. Let's plug that into our calculator, put parentheses around there, and hence our final solution for the percent by mass. And again, this is of the NaCl. In fact, we should get a calculation of approximately 3.47% by mass of the NaCl. Let's go through this rather quickly, okay? Let's look at this. First of all, we identified what are we looking for. Percent by mass is what we were looking for. This, in fact, was my unknown. We wrote the information that was given to us, which was the solute, 3.6 grams, the solvent, 100 grams of water, and then we also needed mass of solution, and so hence we calculated mass of solution, which was the total 3.6 plus the 100 give us 103. We identified the equation and the expression of percent by mass, plugged in our data, multiplied by 100, and hence resolved or had a solution of 3.47% of the sodium chloride. Great. Let's go ahead and move ahead. Let's do the next problem, percent by mass. We've got one other problem here that we want to work on. And that particular problem reads, what is the percent by mass, again, this is a different compound, of sodium bicarbonate in a solution containing 20 grams of that sodium bicarbonate here, dissolved in 600 milliliters of H2O. Note that this, again, is an aqueous solution. Solid would be the sodium bicarbonate. We've got 20 grams of that. The solvent is the water, again, 600 milliliters. Well, we've got a couple other curves there that we can certainly calculate to ultimately arrive at our percent by volume. Let's go to our working surface. We'll go back to the smart board. Let's go back to our smart board here and see if we can't get a work surface. Okay, there it is. All right, first of all, let's identify what we're looking for. On this one, again, we were looking for the percent by mass. And again, this is our unknown, percent by mass. Let's specify what we're looking for. This is my unknown. Percent by mass, of course, is the sodium bicarbonate. That's percent by mass unknown. Now let's list the item or the data that in fact was given us. We were given, in fact, 20.0 grams of the sodium bicarbonate. Again, note that this is our solvent. We were also given 600 milliliters of H2O, and in fact that is my solvent. Now note, in our calculation, let's rewrite this. Percent by mass, mass of the solvent divided by mass of the solution times, of course, 100. Now note that the mass of solution is mass. It is not a volume notation. This is in mass. So how do we convert? Here's the question is, how do we convert the milliliters of water solvent to mass? So what do we need to do? Well, there's another piece of information that we can use, and that is known as density. And the density of H2O. And we know that the relationship of mass to volume for water, in fact, is equal to 1.0 grams per every single milliliter. Well, we've got 600 milliliters of that, and I know my conversion factor is per every 1 milliliter, in fact, is 1.0 grams. So we can put this into a simple linear equation, multiply it out, and this translates to 600 grams of H2O. So the 600 milliliters is 600 grams of H2O. Let's extend this out so we have a little more working surface here. So let's rewrite the equation now what we're looking for. We are looking for the percent by mass, again, of the sodium bicarbonate. Okay, that equals the mass of the solid divided by the mass of the solution, and again, that multiplied by 100 to give us our percent. Let's plug in the data that we were given in the problem. Let's plug in our data. Okay, let's see. Plug in our data here. There we go. Percent. Whoops. Let's try this one more time. Sometimes it gets a little temperamental. Okay, let's go percent by mass. Again, equals mass of the solid was again 20.0 grams of the NaHCO3, sodium bicarbonate. Our mass of solution, in fact, was, mass of solution, remember, is the solid plus the solvent. Solute was 20 grams plus the solute was 600 grams that we calculated. And so hence, our mass of solution was equal to 620 grams. Let's plug this in, 620 grams times 100. Now let's plug this in our calculator. Let's get a solution on this for our percent by mass. And so hence our percent by mass is in fact equal to approximately 3.23%. And that is percent by mass of the solute or the sodium bicarbonate. And there is our solution. Okay? Let's move forward. Let's go to the second method of calculating solution concentration. And that solution concentration that I'm talking about is known as percent by volume. Okay, note that percent by volume is expressed as, again, it is expressed as the volume of solute divided by the volume of solution, SOL, abbreviated for solution, times 100 to give us our percent. Note this is pretty close to the percent by mass, but again, this is volume expressed. Volume in solute, also volume in solution. So let's go to our next working problem, and this, in fact, will be a problem that is a percent by volume, and it reads as such. What is the percent by volume of ethanol in a solution that contains 35 milliliters of ethanol dissolved in 105 milliliters of H2O, or water? Okay, so we've got a problem. Let's go back to our work surface. Now let's go back again to our work surface here. And let's scroll that up just a little. Again, we've got our equation. We've identified that. In fact, we have, this is the given information, is 35 milliliters of the ethanol. 35 milliliters of the ethanol. We were also given 155 milliliters of H2O. Let's do the volume solution. So the volume solution, in fact, would be the addition of 35 milliliters plus 155 milliliters, or the total would equal 190 milliliters, and this is for our volume solution. We are looking for, in fact, the percent by volume of the ethanol. Okay, we are at a starting point. We can go ahead and identify our expression for the solution concentration, percent by volume, plug in the data, solve it, and we'll be good here. So let's go ahead and scroll that up. Remember, we are looking for percent by volume. Again, this is of the ethanol. I'll write it down here. Percent by volume of the ethanol, and that equals volume of the solute divided by volume of the solution times 100. Now let's plug our data in. That's the point where we are at currently. So the volume of solution, in fact, what was given was 35 milliliters of sodium bicarbonate. Okay? The volume solution was in fact calculated at 190 milliliters of solution. And we're going to multiply this, of course, by 100 to get our percent. Let's plug this into a calculator. And let's see what our end result will be in terms of percent by volume for the ethanol. And we come out with a percent of approximately 18.42% of percent by volume of the ethanol that we were originally looking for, which was our unknown. And there's a percent by volume. We are ready to do another problem. So let's continue on. And let's do a second percent by volume problem. So there we go. Okay, percent by volume. Here's our second problem. This is our last problem. We'll go ahead and read it. If 18 milliliters of methanol is used to make an aqueous solution that is 15% methanol by volume, how many milliliters of the solution is produced? How many milliliters of the solution is produced? Well, this is a little different problem. Still, nonetheless, in terms of the solution concentration of percent by volume, we can still solve this. It's a pretty fundamental problem. Let's go ahead and proceed forward. Let's knock this out. Let's get our smart working surface up here. Okay, again, this is a percent by volume. Now, I'm going to go ahead and rewrite this percent by volume in its expression, which in fact is the volume of solute to the volume of solution, again, times 100. Okay, let's write our unknown. Well, the unknown, in fact, is the volume of solution is, in fact, our unknown. The data that was provided in the problem, in fact, was 18. Well, let's jump back here. The data that was given was, in fact, 18 milliliters of methanol. In addition, they gave us the percent by volume of the methanol, which equal, in fact, 15%. And we are looking for the volume solution. That is our unknown. Let me scroll this up a little, and then we can complete this. All right, let's rewrite our equation in the expression of the percent by volume. Percent by volume, in fact, equals the volume of the solute divided by our volume solution, okay, times 100. Well, let's go ahead and in the data that was provided for us, and we can do that. That's rather easy. Percent by volume of the methanol here was in fact given at 15%, and that was the methanol. I'll write that here to the side, the methanol, 15% by volume. We also were given the volume of the solvent, which in fact was 18 milliliters of the methanol. And our unknown was in fact volume solution. Again, times 100. Well, let's get rid of that 100. Let's divide both sides by 100, and let's rewrite this equation. So we're just dividing both sides by 100, this by 100. Let's rewrite our expression. And the expression, in fact, would be 0.15 equals 18 milliliter over volume solution. Let's cross multiply on this, or we can do a number of things. There are two options here. There may be a third and fourth. But one option is you, in fact, can take this and we can cross multiply and then isolate the volume solution and then calculate that. Well, let's just do this. Let's isolate volume solution and rewrite the expression in terms of 18 milliliters and the percent by volume. So hence we have volume solution equals 18 milliliters divided by 0.15, and hence, let's put that in our calculator. Scroll that up a little. Put that in our calculator, and we in fact will get 120 milliliters, which in fact is our volume solution what we're looking for. Note that our units here is in milliliters, and that's of course that we're left with. And our final result was 120 milliliters of the volume solution, and we've completed it. And we have just done, again, percent by mass, percent by volume, two different types of identifying the solution concentration. Bam! And that's a wrap. Thank you.